So, certainly a case of the Borne identity in this. Precision engineered. The big monster serial killer frame, Africa, Dis, Norwich and Sandringham. And so last time I was here, there was a big monster pile of shit full of porcupine serial killer lies, Dr. Death SS bogus diagnosis, the Norfolk Bacon SS, Simon Bailey Don't Cry and his blonde host plainclothes lover, Dis Mason SS Council, all the poo eaters in Dis who'll swallow any crap, want everyone to believe true, though never the case 39 on all accounts, Africa, Dis, Norwich and Sandringham. And the big black cornerstone that came out of Africa. I just explained in the other video the real genuine reason why I went to Africa, a genuine emergency, God confirming I was to go urgently, a race against time, a life or death situation. How much is the life of a loved one worth? Priceless. Genocide on the horizon. And Jaffa and his gang, let's say, threatening to burn my mother alive the next time I saw her, a real evil saw trap. But according to DC3, Royal Mail Postie Assassins, Vigilantes, Lloyd Long & Co, Elliot Baxter, Clive Howard, Noble. I was on a luxury holiday in the sun, staying in a nice hotel, having sex with black hookers, grooming young girls, boozing children, a big Fred West, Sutcliffe holiday in the sun, all paid for by the people of Dis and churches, which again was just a big monster black lie. Genuine emergency reason for going. Certainly weren't staying in a luxury hotel, certainly weren't having sex with black hookers, grooming young girls and abusing children. And had this big monster lie, which was the big black cornerstone, Rackham's cornerstone, that came out of Africa, that 7 monster serial killer lies are built on. Africa, Dis, Norwich and Sandringham. But if that big monster lie had been true, according to Batman and Robin, Lambert and Lister, I would have served at least 18 months with a 3-year sentence. And like I say, monster black lies can get you killed. And then, again, I spoke in the other video about the unexpected when you least expect it. My Christian calling, I was running a hostel for homeless young men. And some youths came round, a young girl crying her eyes out. And her mother, a woman who was like a mother to her, she stayed with her every weekend, had just been multiply stabbed to death just over there, a few miles over there at Barnham. And she also thought she was pregnant by a youth in Skull called Rob Hammond. She was 15, he was 17. And so my partner told her where she could get counsel and help and support. I had a chip pan on at the time. And she came out with a really profound statement for a 15-year-old girl. She said, after this, nothing will ever surprise me again. Because, like I say, who knows what a day can bring? We're all in range of war, high-tech, highly efficient global killing machine. East-west, set on a deadly collision course. The kings of the East who slay a third of mankind in the end times. Gog and Magog who come out of the far north like an avalanche on a day like today. The unexpected when you least expect it. And we're all in range, like I said, of a deadly serial killer virus. But there is an accident, heart attack, natural, solar. Who knows what a day can bring? So that's why today is the day of the Lord's salvation. Be saved today, because you don't know if you're going to be here tomorrow. You don't know if tomorrow's ever going to come. So today is the day we can be saved. God's priceless gift of salvation through the Lord Jesus Christ. So that's the one. Like I say, one big monster pile has completely disappeared, and that's all the Norfolk Bacon have is SIP 06, which is a big monster black bluff, a big porcupine serial killer lie, a classic story over 22 years, and like another big story I mentioned about that young girl, in Dis. Among that group of youths who came round, Edmonds, who does the chip carts over at Dickleborough, he worked in the post office. I'm not saying that was Edmonds who started the rumour, but within a couple of weeks, courtesy of Royal Mail, spreading another big monster lie, claiming I'd raped a young gal, underage gal, and then obviously no one could turn her up because there was no one to turn up, but then they said that I'd buried her under groundworks at Halston on the common, or disappeared her into Dismere to cover up the crime, which again was a big monster lie. So that was all on the back of all the monster lies, about me going to Kisumu, Kenya. And I had death threats, phone calls day and night from all the phone boxes in Dis, brake pipes cut, wheel nuts loosened. They almost got me killed, put me into a path of a lorry coming the other way. I was doing 40 in a fully loaded Sherpa milk van, and the lorry coming the other way was doing 50, so a 90-mile-an-hour collision I wouldn't have walked away from. And they were painting me very black in this, paedophile, rapist, serial killer, black, and call me Manson and Sutcliffe, Fred West and all the rest, but like I say, all monster black lies, delivered by Royal Mail, first class numbnuts. And but like I say, monster black lies will get you killed. So I didn't have £21,000 to clear my name. Mr. Rowlands, a Rowlands solicitor who later became a judge, said, "Johnny, you've got a very good case of character assassination. I wasn't suing anyone just to clear my name. I couldn't get legal aid, but he said, you're looking at £21,000. It was way back in the day, so just weren't an option." So we got 2 tins of error. So we marked up the hardcore of this, 18 black sets in this, to push it out into the public domain, the big hate crime, big monster serial killer frame for everyone to see. And but not one person we marked would press charges for criminal damage and face me in court at Thetford with the press there. I'd still got my day in court with the press there, and judges say, "Well, Johnny, why have you sprayed up this?" And we'd say, "Well, this is exactly what's going on, Judge." In the world to see, but not one person would press charges because they didn't want to back up their big monster lies and death threats and cutting brake pipes and loosening wheel nuts, for the world to see. But instead, I'm taken to this police station for a bit of criminal damage, a bit of graffiti, and I'm the one, even though I'm the target of this big hate crime, death threats and phone calls. But it's me who gets put into maximum security, solitary confinement, forced drugged. More bogus diagnoses are put on me than any serial killer, paedophile, rapist, mass murderer, terrorist that you can mention, past or present, for a bit of graffiti. 18 black sets, the big Freemason fraternal serial killer framing disc, 666. And Norfolk Bacon SS, Dis SS Police, Dis Council, all their spies, cronies, informers, sending the death threats, making the phone calls, loosening wheel nuts, cutting brake pipes, they all get a big pat on the back. And like I say, this cannot be Steve Wright. And then, like I say, with Sandringham also mixed into the, Doctor Who, even because in their big monster black bluff, they always like to say, "Oh, you're real and you're crazy and you're mad," which is not the case. Telling the truth does not make you mad or crazy. Exposing a big monster serial killer frame, a monster black bluff, does not make you crazy. It's like last week I had a chat with Dr. Pantasi, and I said to him, look, if Nick Woods started a big rumour, or I started a big rumour saying that you were having an affair with Nurse Blake, big malicious rumour, and that caused you problems in your relationship and in your work, because I'd started this big monster lie, and one spark can set a town on fire. You confronted me, or you confronted Nick Woods and his big monster lie, and told everyone, "Look, this is a monster lie, I'm not having an affair." How does this make you crazy? Don't make you crazy at all. Telling the truth and exposing a big monster lie, there's nothing crazy about that too. You're just telling the truth for the world to see. Holding up the true picture. Africa, Dis, and Origin Sandringham. No red car here. No red car Michael Dunn, Michael Sands, Roy White and White Van Man, Christian B, Fred West, Sutcliffe. Sandringham serial killer, Clockwork Orange, Norwich train station, mountain bike rapist, child 44 blacklisted here. It's one big monster black bluff to cover up, a royal Sandringham estate, New Year's Day fine, Jack the Ripper crime. A 17-year-old sex trafficked girl hunted and abused and found dead on New Year's Day. A Prince Harry's 666 Prince of Darkness birthday party. Not alone, hybrid host, case 39, Jack the Ripper crime, and certainly not mine. But obviously they don't like, again, you have to disappear sometimes for all the right reasons before you're disappeared for 7 wrong reasons. So over to the Norfolk Bacon SS pork farm, Dr. Death's Black SS pigsty, throw away the key, frame fix, assassination complete, or silver bullet to the head, or disappeared in a bag of a van. Because obviously a lot of people believe, these monster black lies are true, so they obviously want me to be disappeared. Excuse me. And then there's other people, because you're exposing their monster black frame and you're exposing their crime, and certainly not mine, well, they obviously want you disappeared too. So that's a bit of a double whammy. But like I say, over 22-year catch 22, complete abuse of power, position, authority and influence in public office. And again, it's not about money, not suing anyone. I just put the truth out there. Africa, Dis, Norwich and Sandringham for the world to see free. It's had over 1 million views. It's on social media, Johnny Botwright Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest. My LinkedIn account has been reinstated. I thought I was going to get burnt down like my Facebook accounts in the past. 10 Facebook accounts last year, but even Facebook has lifted the restrictions off my account now. So, and like I say, the truth is the truth, and a monster black lie is a monster black lie. And like I say, Norfolk Bacon SS. So one big monster pile of shit that they want everyone to swallow. All the poo eaters in this want everyone to swallow. Covered in clockwork orange sauce, topped by MP knobhead SS bacon, but it's just one big monster black lie. So anyhow, keep safe, keep well, take care, God bless, and we'll speak again soon. God bless, bye.